the CRKT Berserker. Final video, final thoughts. Let's do it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Wes, and I am Midgard Axe. How's everybody doing? Welcome back, my Midgardian brothers and sisters. How's everybody been? You know, I got my sidekick with me. Old Dave's hanging out up there. He's making sure that we get everything done appropriately and on time. Yeah, he's a little bit of a stickler on me, so he stays on me, make sure I get everything done. So thank Dave for that. So guys, we're getting into the final video of the CRKT Berserker. Final thoughts, what I thought about it, throwing it, how I felt about it, all that stuff. Guys, I will tell you this about this axe. It was fun throwing, but man, did this thing tear my target up. I almost feel like it was worse than the Husqvarna axe. I really do. Like, this thing, man, was taking chunks out of my target when I was throwing at it, okay? Now, I will give you guys some of my personal opinion in this. Take it or leave it, but I'm going to give you my personal opinion, okay? What I think of this axe. I think this is a good axe, okay? They don't consider it, I don't see anything on their website where they call it a throwing axe, okay? They call it the CRKT Berserker axe. So they don't say anything about throwing it. I liked the weight of the head. It's extremely heavy, okay? Now, guys, when I say extremely heavy, I don't mean like you can't throw it. What I'm saying is that for the 19-inch handle, it's just a really heavy, heavy axe, okay? I had fun throwing it for one rotation. Other than that, guys, when I got back into double rotations, like I told you before, I'm not a big straight-handled guy. My wife loves straight-handled axes. I'm not. So I really didn't care to throw it any farther than one rotation. I personally think that one rotation is where it's at with this axe. It's fun, okay? I will tell you this too, when you start going back with distance for this axe, because it's a friction fit, in my experience and in my opinion, when you start using friction fit handles and you start going for distance and throwing really hard, it's really easy to break the handle. If you don't break the handle, it's really easy to hit this knob and this head come down and start walking down really hard when you miss and take out chunks. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I did go back against my better judgment. I went back and did a double rotation on this a few times, and I started taking out chunks right here, even hitting, and it would walk out of the target and it would wobble down. I started getting little, nicks taken out of the handle right in this area in here. So, guys, this axe would be really good for someone who needed an axe in a compact area. That's what I think. When I think of friction fit handles, that's what I think of. Something that you can easily take down really quick, put in a backpack, put in your vehicle if you needed to go camping with, or whatever the case may be. It's a really convenient way to carry an axe, okay? The handles are really easy to replace if you break them, so that is a plus. If you start throwing this thing a lot and it starts breaking, you can replace the handles really easily, whether you buy them or you make them. Making these handles is not very difficult. I will say this with this handle, whoever gets this axe, or if you guys buy this axe, I would suggest making your own handles, okay? I have two handles for this, and I'll give you guys the other handle that comes with it. It's all beat up from the guy who gave me this axe. It's kind of beat up, and I'll give it to you anyway. But I will say the same thing happened with that handle, with this handle. They don't give you a ton of room up here to work with. So when you get to this end, guys, like for instance, I mean, look at that. You don't have much room after that. If you start hitting this knob, this handle's gonna be done soon. So I will say that the handles that come with it are good for a certain, life. They have a very short lifespan, in my opinion. They have a short lifespan. And then once this head goes into this handle, I don't recommend you throwing it anymore. It's done. You're not going to be able to add material to it. So if I was to get this axe, if I bought this axe for myself, yeah, guys, it's raining. I know. we got like one of the wettest summers here. It literally is raining constantly. It's raining right now. If I got this axe, I would probably make my own handles for it. And I would probably make like 3 or 4, 2, 3, 4, depending on how much wood I had. And, you know, the difficulty of making it, which I don't think it'd be very difficult at all to make one. But I would make a few and keep them on hand with you. You could put them together with this axe. You could break it down and put the handles with you and take it with you if you needed to, which is the nice part about using these for throwing, because if you're throwing an axe and you break it, you don't have to worry about going through the whole process of having to haft another head onto a handle, which, depending on what handle you get, can determine how much time spent hafting this. So that is a plus in this. Cons, guys, I don't really care to throw this more than one rotation. When I started throwing double rotations, it didn't feel good in my hand. I didn't like it. I didn't like throwing it for more than one rotation, okay? I don't know how to explain it to you guys. Maybe some of you understand what I'm saying, but you know how like there's certain things in life that you may enjoy this or that or whatever the case may be, but if you push it a little further, you may not like it. You have a comfort zone. I guess you would call it a comfort zone. My comfort zone with straight handles and friction fit handles is one rotation. When I got back, I didn't like it. I didn't like how it flew. I didn't like the feel of it. It didn't feel well. And it wasn't because of the weight. Guys, you know that I throw that Husqvarna axe double, triple rotations. I've thrown that Husqvarna axe at almost 80 feet. I don't mind it. It's just that handle. The handle has a hook and a knob on it, and it helps me throw for distance. And I guess I'm just so used to throwing on that type of handle that when I get onto these straight handles, especially with a heavy head, it feels awkward throwing it more than one rotation. And I guess another con you could say is the handles that come with it. I really do think that if they made these handles, CRKT, if I was to redo this axe in any way, I like the head. The head's really cool. But I would redo these handles and give people a little bit more material up here at the top. So that way when it fits, it's not, by the time, guys, when I fitted this handle, I mean, it's fitted right now, you don't have much left to work with. And if you start hitting this knob, the only good thing is you do have these notches up in here on the top of the head. So I guess if the handle got too low, these would prevent it from going any further down. But I really would like to see a little bit more material at the top for maybe to stop. Maybe this right here could stop somewhere on the handle, like right here. So you'd have about this much handle sticking out. That's just my personal opinion. So that way you're not throwing this and hitting that eye all the time. And then the next thing you know, within a few throws, you could have this down into the axe head. It would be really easy to do. So I think they should give a little bit more material up at that top on the axe handle. Guys, check this out. I want to show you something really quick. I was videoing this and I kind of looked over. Check this out, which is a really cool view. Let me show you guys this. Look at that rainbow. Actually, I think there's 2 rainbows. Kind of cool, huh? Anyway, everybody's seen a rainbow, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. In the middle of filming. Hey, you know what, guys? Maybe there's a yult in at the bottom of that rainbow. We can go get some gold for the trolls out there. There might be some over there. Maybe they're over there waiting to come over to throw my axe challenge that I gave out to the trolls. Maybe that's where they're all congregating to come over. I'm dumb. I know, I'm stupid. Anyway, guys, so my final thoughts on this axe. Would I buy it? Yeah, I would. I would. 50 bucks. The head is totally worth it. The 1055 carbon steel on the head held up. Like I said, guys, I sharpened this bit, and it is still fairly sharp. I did throw it hard. I don't know if you guys saw some of the shorts that I made, but I did throw this thing really hard at the target, which tore my target up. So throwing hard, guys, will dull your bit faster. I know some of you may already know that, but depending on how hard you throw an axe will determine how dull it gets. And if you throw really hard, it's going to get dull a lot faster. So I'm used to that, but yeah, the bit's still there. And then that bottom bit down there, guys, I did research. I couldn't find anything on that bottom. Maybe I just didn't look in the right spot, but it is really cool to have the bit down here at the bottom. If you wanted it, you got it there. But yeah, I would buy it. I think it's worth it. Would I buy the extra axe handles that they sell? Maybe if I needed them in a pinch, depending on how expensive they are. I think they're like 15 to 20 bucks. maybe. I would probably make my own handles for them though, to be honest with you. Because I just don't feel like they give you enough. And if you, I mean, it literally could only take 2 or 3 misses on this head, on this axe eye here on the head to shove this handle into there. So I would buy it. I would just consider when you buy this that the handles that come with it may not be something that's going to be like a permanent solution, or it may be, you know, temporary, depending on how many times you miss when you throw this. Hammer pole. I know I said I was going to show you guys the hammer pole in the back. I'm not really going to do anything with the hammer, guys. I got to looking at it. This thing is extremely small. I mean, you know, we can. Sorry, Dave. You know, I mean, I can hit it. I mean, it's gonna work. It's just not a ton. What I would probably do, I would say this: if this was my axe, I would probably cut this off here. I'd probably cut it right in this area, right in here, and make this a lot wider. You know, going back, you got more material back here to make this hammer bigger. Okay, that's probably what I would do if I was to buy one and keep it. I would probably cut this off just a little bit, maybe back in this area right in here, to make it a little bit wider for the pole. I mean, it's kind of a small hammer back there, hammer pole, but you know, I mean, it is what it is. I don't think you guys could test it out if you wanted to. You know, I think it's fine. I don't know if it doesn't say anything on there that they tempered it, so you're probably getting, you know, normal steel quality back there, so keep that in mind. There's nothing about tempering this pole in the back. But all in all, guys, yeah, I mean, it was fun to throw. Like I said, single rotations, and when I was getting into it and I was standing at the target and doing 1 rotations, I was you know, flipping around backwards and throwing really hard. It was fun sinking this thing, and like I said, it tore my target up. But yeah, I'd buy it. I think you guys would do well with this. And to some of you that may be older, or some of you guys that are younger, you might want to consider looking into the weight on this, because guys, this literally, they're all the weight. Like, even when I put my fingers in right here, look at that. Even right here, I mean, it's just tipping over fast. So all the weight is literally, this handle is nothing compared to where all the weight is basically in the head. So keep that in mind when you go to buy this. And like always, guys, this axe is approved enough to go to one of you. I feel comfortable sending this to one of you, other than maybe the handle, which you guys might have to do your own handle to have this friction fit, make your own handle. But the head is good. The head is good to go. So it's still as sharp as it was when I sharpened it. Maybe a little bit duller, but the tempering's good. So it's coming to one of you. Like always, if you want to get into this giveaway, go into the comment section and write axe. You must be subscribed to me, and 1 per person. Just write axe 1 time, okay? And I'm gonna let it run for 5 days like I always do, and at the end of the 5 days, I'll announce the winner. So good luck to you guys winning this axe. And I had a really good time with this. Kind of a was thrown on me. I didn't know it was coming to me, and then someone threw it on me, and I said, hey, I'll give it to you guys. So not a bad axe at all. Is it like the most perfect axe? Would it be something that I would, like, you know, say that is the top tier? No, but for 50 bucks, it's not bad, guys. And it'd be something that I would probably keep in my truck or in a backpack. So I think it's good enough to use and have fun with. So it's going to go to one of you. Thanks, guys. Thanks for all your support. I really appreciate it. Dave really appreciates it. And until next time, guys, see ya.